What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to you my live reaction to Gintama manga chapter 681. It's been out since yesterday. You know how the roll is. If I can't get it out yesterday, I get it out today. We get it on the Sunday or the Monday, however it works. But you know, I got some time in the morning. We're celebrating Mother's Day for a bit before going to work afterwards. But I gotta read the manga that gave us the best mother in Gintama Koka, man. So without further ado, let's jump into this chapter. I want to see what's gonna go down with Shinsuke. How he plans to try and retrieve Shoyo from the Naraku, and especially going into all the stuff going on with his health. Him spitting on blood and knowing that the Altana is starting to affect him afterwards. How Gintoki's gonna be able to help him in the situation. So I can assume that at this point, this is no longer Silver Soul to me. This is like a Rescue Shouyou Arc, basically. I don't know if Sorachi is going to label it that. I don't know if the fans will label it that. But to me, that's what I'm going to call this arc, is the Rescue Shouyou Arc. So, yeah, let's jump into it, man. Let's try and get into this chapter. Here we go. So the chapter is called Phoenix, and we're going back to the flashback again with Takasugi in the ship. Sorry. It looks like I'm not going to be able to return your bones to the grounds of Shoku Sonjuku. Oh, hold on. Wait, so he had pieces of Shoyo with him. But before I die, there's one more thing I need to do. I can't let it end like this. They must be. Oh, wait, hold on. Yo! Hold a second. Why do I know that dude's familiar? You see Takasugi about to go in, bro. Look at the eye on his face. And he whips out his sword, and he just decimates it. He just decimates this dude. And Takasugi, just look at him, man. There's still one that would look at us, Tendoshu, with such eyes. But most likely, we will not be able to answer your desires. As we are now, we have no power. Not only is there no value in killing us, we do not even have a way to die. So what? I don't care in the least about what you bastards have ended up as. My left eye knows. It knows what you did and what I must do. You gotta bring that up, bro. 519, man. I haven't changed. Yo, Takasugi. If you don't know how to die, then allow me to teach you. When I die, I'm taking all of you with me. Quite a cruel thing to say. There are no more than pawns. Look at the face. Oh, the mind games have begun already, man. The dude's face changed and it switched to Shoyo's. The one that dragged you disciples into such a fate was me, was it not? And you see Shinsuke looking. If you want to kill someone, then go ahead and kill me. And they're all changing. Along with that blood, elements of me already being scattered all over this country. With you dying so soon, will you be able to nip every bud? This is the path you all chose. The suffering will not end. The sadness will not end. Sadness and sorrow, man, is coming to mind right now from Naruto. I don't know why. You humans made another mistake. And it switches right back to the guy before. And Shinsuke's going in. He's like, enough is enough, man. Do you still not understand? Your enemy is no longer me. What the hell? I'm not freaking out as much because this is a flashback. If I'm being certain right now, this is a flashback. So we know Takasugi's okay in the present timeline. What the hell? It is you humans. What the... Bro, if that was the present time, you would have got... I would be like, what the hell? But this is the flashback. So what... So, okay, this ended up leading up to him with the Altana afterwards. Does this planet have a custom of not visiting graves after nightfall? It's not strictly a decided one. But since since time immemorial come nightfall, we are told to take them out. Take what out? Well... I see. Perfect. Oh, Katsura! And then the prince dude. I believe it's the prince dude. Oh, it's been so long, man. Then including that man, why don't we exchange some old stories? My friends from Earth. Look at my boy, Katsura. Yo. With the Hitler mustache and everything. It's been 2 years since then. You did well to create this out of the mountain of rubble. I'm endlessly surprised by the strength of you Earthlings. No, we would have been helpless alone. Shijaku, if it were not for your help, the end of the Edo of today would have never been materialized. We cannot thank you enough for taking responsibility for cleaning up after the war in Ensho's place. If you hadn't made clear where responsibility for this war laid, and called on foreign countries to send reparations to aid our the planet, this country would undoubtedly have fallen. You call it cooperation. It pains me to disagree, but what we did was nothing short of atonement. As the ones that started that war, as the ones that could not stop those mistakes, we spent these past 2 years thinking of nothing but finding what was in our power to repair. We will not repeat those mistakes again. It is for that in the end that we have poured all we have into these 2 years. But my Earth friend, somewhere among that huge mistake, we may have already overlooked them. And the seeds of mistake that connect to the day. It happened again. Yes. On both planets, Horai and Tenkai, there have been large-scale acts of terrorism targeting the gates. And without exception, a large amount of Altana was stolen from the planets. These make 13 countries in total. We still haven't the slightest idea how they did it, or what the organization is that is carrying on these acts of terrorism spanning across multiple planets. The people of those planets that committed the crimes had no connection to each other at all. They had just suddenly formed a cabal one day, carried out terrorism, and committed suicide. Or that's what we thought. But while searching for their true identity and for the missing Altana, we found something. Would that be this? Katsura, is that, if you know your history, you should know. What the hell is this thing? A winged, little sculpture. In times of war, disaster, famine, and chaos in the world, the things humans always depend on is religion. But religion misleads people as well. Tenganism. Tengen, heaven, source of origin. Tengen equals heaven, source, origin. Okay. All of the ones that carried out the acts of terror were followers of that religion. I heard the original organization was a religion of remote planets that worships the power of planets Altana, but spanning many planets absorbed several other religions and transformed into something completely different, though that's not important right now. Okay, so we're getting some world building and stuff too, especially towards the end of Gintama, because I don't believe we ever heard of this before with this religion. What's important is that idol they worship, that thing that appears to be a bird clad in flames. Oh, okay. It is known as a divine beast, which oddly enough holds the same meaning in our country. I think it's what the translation is supposed to say. A phoenix. In other words, it means undying. Shijaku. The reason these Tengeis that are committing these acts of terror all over are gathering Altana is because what they worship it's Utsuro, isn't it? Yo, so these dudes are getting all this Altana trying to give it for him so they can get their leader back. Dude. Nah, but man, you already know Gintoki and Takasugi, they're not gonna allow that, man. They rather have him go out, finally be out of his misery so he's not suffering, continuously suffering throughout this entire thing, man. Hold on. So you already put together that much, but then as I'm sure you're aware, yes, Tenganism is spreading into Edo as well. The reason for propagation of Tenganism has been so explosive is all the war that's occurred. All the universe-scale battles that have happened over the past few years due to Utsuro took people from many. They want to take back their lost families, friends, and loved ones. If there's someone that can make those hopes come true, they'll embrace whoever that may be. What drew them in was a belief in immortality, that being called Utsuro. The impetus for it was that event 2 years ago, the incident in which part of the Liberation Army rebelled under the veil of secrecy and walked off with the captured Tengashu, the immortal blood of Utsuro. And then you see, Takasugi right there on the floor after being stabbed, man. I mean, thank God, if that happened in the present time, I don't know how I would still be, here sitting down recording this video, because that'd be pretty much finished. But, dude, so we're gonna find out, oh, look at that, dude. And you just see, Takasugi, man, just covered in the blood. That power cannot be allowed to continue to exist. That blood is not something that humans can handle. Do they intend for it to repeat again? Do they intend to make sense to keep suffering? These are all the things that are going through his head, man, as he's like laying there in his own blood. Am I not able to save Sensei again? Move. Move. Please, just give me a little time. I can't drop dead just yet. Oh, no. Okay, thank God that image just finally showed up in my mind. So what he's carrying there is freaking Oboro, I believe. It's Oboro, the pieces from the bones of Oboro and stuff. Gotcha. I was thinking to myself, like, what the hell? Like, it was Oboro. That's how you know a reread is needed soon for Gintama, man. Too many manga to read. Oh, man. Shout out to Rakuyo, man. Rakuyo was a fire arc, bro. And you see how he was carrying weight. You know, this is not your place to die. It's all or nothing. Lend me your strength. And he proceeds to stab himself again with the freaking bones of Oboro. Senior disciple for our master. Yo, even throwing away his humanity. And look at the scream on his face. Ah, Sorachi, man. So then this is pretty much what leads to him like having the Altana inside of him. For our master. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh my god, man. I'm telling you, there's no way this arc is going to end on a happy note. There's absolutely no way this is happening, man. Like, just seeing all this stuff here with Takasugi, man. Now knowing exactly what had happened pretty much to him, like, you know, on the ship and stuff. And now knowing how he got the Altana. And then seeing, like, the stuff about the Tenganism, which I think was definitely really cool to see that with the religion. Because, you know, it offers more world building to the series of Gintama. And just in general, because we had talked about all these other different planets within the universe, but knowing now this like religion, it just expands it even further. So you can understand, you know, the acts of terrorism that have been going on for every single planet, and now how it's kind of migrating within Edo. There's no other pages. That's it, man. But it's like, yo, it's like Takasugi's like reliving those memories. He was like, am I gonna allow that to happen a second time? You know, for Sensei never to be saved again. No, he can't let that happen. And that's his way of doing it. And whether or not anyone's going to agree with it, he made his choice. He's doing what he feels is the best option to do. So it's not gonna. I can't see him surviving at the end. I just can't, unless they do something like some kind of transfusion. I don't know how they could be able to save someone, you know, who's now pretty much threw away his humanity at this point. But that's my boy Takasugi, man. He's willing to discard every shred of humanity for the sake of, you know, the one that he cared for the most. Yeah, man. But, you know, good chapter those for Gintama this week. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. Your thoughts on the chapter, what you think of it. If there's any notes and stuff that, you know, for some reason my mind has just been clouded just because of, you know, what's been going on in this chapter, that you want to add in about this chapter down in the comment section below, feel free to do so. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. I'm going to try and come back again, hopefully on the Sunday, maybe next Monday for Gintama, because I know Monday is going to be a holiday in Canada, so I should be able to cover the chapter by then. But if I can't get it out on Saturdays because, you know, work and stuff, Sunday or Monday, whichever day, you'll see a reaction for Gintama. But I'm looking forward to 682, see what Sorachi's got in store for us, man. You know, finally get, you know, the kickstart to the Rescue Shouyou, and yeah, man, it's going to be great. But thank you guys so much for watching. Commodore Laz, signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.